Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning. I Muhammad Izzuddin bin Muhammad Shahidi B09201047 to present about case study in quality management. Okay, I will present in my company Petronas Auto Expert. Okay, introduction. For this quality management project, there is a focus on the problem of purchase of less spare part or exchange of new spare part in Petronas Auto Expert. This matter is one of the cause due the lack of stock at the supplier, which result in the vehicle repair work being temporarily suspended. Some also take up to 1 or 3 days depending on the stock taken. The work of repairing this vehicle is very easy if there are spare parts available to reduce the waiting time for either employees or customer. So, I suggest a special space to store spare part and make an early order to reduce the long time it take to repair the vehicle to solve the problem. Okay, next is the problem segment. For the problem faced at the Petronas Auto Expert company is the ordering of vehicle spare part. I have observed in terms of spare part that are already in short supply due in term used for vehicles such as Proton Saga BLM, Saga VVT, Pro 2 MyV, Asia and other that come to repair or service the vehicle. This is because when servicing, spare part will be taken and replaced with new order for the vehicle. So, if spare part are reduced, then the process to repair or service will take a long time to get the spare part. Objective: to make sure make a special space to store spare part. Make periodic check to order early. Write or mark on the spare part paper to see how much stock is left. Okay, the problem service use two method. Okay, first is fishbone analysis and 5 why. Okay, this is a fishbone analysis. So the first is man, spare part are not observed carefully, not replace a new one. For the measurement, the size of the spare part is not big and different shape. Okay, for the material is counterfeit spare part. Counterfeit spare part and spare part are easily damaged or broken. And last in method, the method is incorrect installation. Okay, this is 5 why, but I put in 6 why. Okay, the first is order stock late arrive. Second, the space to store item does not fit all car model. Third, seller is slow to get new spare part. 4. Spare part that are not original. 5. There is damage to the new part. And lastly, lack of money to buy spare part. So, uh, there are 4 methods to being search the problem and try to solve problem. Okay, the first is plan. Okay, this plan I put in 3 problem at the company, like missing tool, hoist jack and aircon machine. Okay, for the missing tool, it's hard when you want to use it. Need to buy new tool to replace lost tool, and do not store after use into the drawer. For the hoist jack is oil leak while using it. Second, cannot be lowered or raised by the vehicle. And lastly, the jack machine does not work or the control switch is broken. For the aircon machine, the internal engine is already dirty due to all gas in the vehicle. The vacuum is broken and the button on the machine cannot be pressed. So what I can do for the Petronas atau expert company, we do it visually by checking all the tool where the tool are placed after doing the vehicle repair work, at least because before returning to work. After that, one of the staff will observe if the tool are not stored to tag and store to the original place, and do not forget to check if there is something missing or not. In addition, for the use of machine such as a hoist jack and echo machine, we will call the technician who install them to inform about the damage to the machine in the order to avoid the problem of limited vehicle repair space or machine breakdown. Okay, what I check, every staff do a periodic check before using to find out the status of the machine working or not. If there is damage or malfunction, the head will contact the technical to repair before vehicle repair work. This is because its machine have a lifespan to be serviced to facilitate work and prevent accident during work. Okay, this is the act. Okay, we start. Define the problem, create the solution, inspection or countermeasure, create the check sheet, repairing or replace. After that, if the successful, you can continue by checking the result, maintain the system, lastly end. If not, you if not must be improve the check sheet or repairing to check the result before maintain the system and end. Okay, this is result for implementation checklist. Okay, for in my company, there are such problem is semi-engine oil, fuel filter, proton, oil filter, air filter, and auto transmission fluid ATF SP3. Okay, the number of spare part problem in month for the semi-engine oil is 8, fuel filter proton 10, oil filter 6, air filter 3, and last ATF is 5. Okay, this is after implementation checklist. Okay, this table show the list to reorder before using to service. Okay, for the semi-engine oil, we need every month in 3 box times 4 liters. For the fuel filter proton, every time need to 10 set. Okay, oil filter need 3 box times 10. Okay, air filter need 10 box. And lastly, ATF 4 box times 1 liter. Okay, date to order before. Date to order is 30 May 2023. Okay, for the conclusion, all aspects of quality management are very important to ensure the company is in an orderly state and make it easy for customer to buy and sell. Every staff will monitor any spare part that are no longer available or reduced to ensure that the time of taking new stock will be regular. Nor is the time spent selling spare part equal to the spent time repairing or servicing vehicle or customer who only buy spare part. which this problem can be overcome with various method, which is to make a checklist of spare parts that have reduced or are out of stock to make reorder without causing delay in working house. So that's all from my present about case study. Thank you.